I know you guys think I'm pretty calm and grounded from my on screen presence, but I'm pretty crazy, I'll tell you that. It's been 3 years now since my ACL snapped and got reconstructed via a surgery, so I'll talk about that story first. In October 2021, we had a Diwali party at home in which there was a bouncy castle and it was meant for kids to play on. But as you can see, all the adults got on the castle. Jumping there is when I got my ACL completely snapped, tore apart. ACL is the anterior cruciate ligament in your knee, which keeps your thigh bone and shin bone aligned. So if it's broken, they start to overlap each other when you stand up, which happened to me. And that's when I went for a CT scan and found out that it was a full tear. And so there had to be a surgery. But since Diwali was coming up in 5 days, all the hospitals were pretty dull and doctors were not available. So I could not plan the surgery. So we had to wait until Diwali and then go for the surgery. As you can see, I celebrated Diwali. Before that, I celebrated Halloween and also my niece's birthday. Now, the crazy part here is that my best friends, who I have known for more than 10 years, had been on many trips without me. And this was the first trip post Diwali on which I was also supposed to go. But because of this now, everybody told me not to go there. Now, since the surgery could not happen quickly, I was anyways sitting at home, I decided to go on the trip. And the trip was to Jim Corbett. So it was a safari trip. That was pretty crazy to go with that leg on the trip. Since my shin bone and thigh bone were overlapping when I stood up, I had to wear this brace to go on the trip, but I went nevertheless and enjoyed a lot. And on our way back from the trip, the girls dropped me straight to the hospital to get the surgery done because the surgery was planned the same day. After the surgery is when the real struggle started. It was extremely painful. I could not move my leg at all. I was working from home. Everybody was taking care of me, but it took me 1.5 months to start to move and bend my legs. I did not go for any physiotherapy because I have small kids, right? I don't really like going to the hospital to get physiotherapy done. So I did a little bit of yoga to heal myself. And within 2 months of the surgery, I went on a New Year trip to 4 cities, including Jaisalmer sand dunes, and I went up the Mehrangarh Fort in Jodhpur all by myself. And after that, also continued to go on a lot of small trips. As you can see, my knee was a little wobbly for a long time, but then I kept recovering. And I know a lot of people who take much more time than I did. And within a year, I also got signed up for my first TV show on Tata Play Fitness. So as you can see, it was pretty crazy. And the thing is that these things don't dampen my spirit ever. I guess that comes from being a mother. Once you become a mother, you don't really know how to stop anymore. Whether it's C-section surgery or if you're getting a fever, flu, COVID, whatever it is, you have to keep going on. You can't stop because now you're a mother and you have little ones to take care of. And so despite my leg breaking, I did not feel like stopping any of it. Being a mother, being a content creator, doing yoga, going on trips, I did not stop anything. So yeah, that's me for you. I guess a lot of us yogis have been pretty crazy at some time because you can't really appreciate light if you haven't experienced darkness. Similarly, if you haven't been crazy, you can't really appreciate the importance of yoga practice. If you haven't flown, you don't really know the importance of grounding. And so I have been crazy throughout my life. This was story number 1. More stories to come up.